We live. Jbilla Midwest in the building, y'all. I hope y'all feeling like me, because I'm feeling amazing. I do this because I want to. You do this because you want to. And with that being said, all my rights are reserved. And oh yeah, I know my rights. What's up, people? How y'all doing out there today? I got my nigga Shot with the facts out here with me.
What's going on? What's going on?
And I got my brother Clove out here, you know. He like me, we family men, so we dealing with the kids, but we still gotta work. So he gonna say what's up to y'all. This how we do. We keep it 100 with the people. We work with the people. That's why the people work with us. Because we keep it 100. But yeah, I ain't come here for that. Just come here to holler at y'all. Got my boy back. A whole misunderstanding. You know what I'm saying? At this little there at the SSA, you know, everything went south, but you know, you live and you learn. So yeah, to let y'all know, you know, you gotta operate a certain type of way for everything to work the way it's supposed to work. And you're gonna hear from the horse's mouth. And that's why we're here. Right now, live and direct for our people, your people, the people. What's up, Shot?
What's going on? So
yeah, man. Man, I'm glad you home, baby. Yeah. You not detained, don't touch them no more.
I do not detain, man. That's the real, man. And I'm gonna break it down real smooth, go through it real quick. You know, had an administrative meeting, and when I went in there, when they ran me in, it didn't even pop up. He redid it twice. Went to the paper. I found the paper for the meeting, so it was already kind of a little fishy. And then I went to the window. They tried to play it all over, like they didn't know what they were talking about, trying to act like I was crazy or whatnot. I asked to speak to a supervisor. The whole time I'm speaking calmly. I'm not raising my voice or anything of that nature. So they refused to give me the supervisor. Said she's not going to talk to you. So I was like, well, I'll just sit over here at the chair and I'll wait for her. You know, I'm not in a rush. I'll wait for her when she's done because I was scheduled for administrative meetings so we can handle this here. So as I sat down at the chair, they contacted this security people. You know what I'm saying? And they came over here. It was like, yeah, they want you to leave. You're not going to be able to be helped today. And now, if you don't leave, you're going to be trespassing. You're on federal jurisdiction. So I'm just like, well, I govern myself. I operate my own jurisdiction or whatnot. And so one of the security, there was three of them. One of the security guards went to the back. He went in the back of the Social Security through the door. He came back and was like, well, she said they could come back another day. I was like, if you, I was like, well, you talk to the supervisor. You just spoke to her, so she's not busy or whatnot. And I'm on the phone. With on FaceTime with who we live with right now, and Money Boy. And from that point, we're talking. I'm like, should I stand my ground, whatnot? Right when I was leaving, right when I was like getting my stuff and I'm getting out the chair, they put their hands on me, whatnot. We put up a little tussle, and they held me till Homeland Security got there. When Homeland got there, put me in cuffs, threw me in the little Homeland car. Didn't run my name, didn't do nothing yet. Or what? They just say you're going to the county, you're getting booked in as federal jurisdiction, whoop-de-whoop. So they're in there talking, they coming out, in and out. Oh, you're all right, yeah, you're going to the county. So right before we're leaving, they open their trunk and they're like paying their stuff in the trunk, and the dude get a phone call. And he's like, are you serious? Are you serious? You releasing him? For assault and a battery on a government official, we're releasing him. That's a felony charge. And he was hot. And I'm like, I told you, you can't detain me, whoop-de-whoop. And people out the Social Security was coming out and they was seeing what was going on. And I was like, I told you can't release me, hit me, I can help the people, I got, help the people with this situation to keep yourself free. And so he got upset and he called back the dispatcher lady, whoever she was. And now they it's not under federal jurisdiction. Now they're trying to put me under the state because it's all fraud it's all fraudulent anyway, going through the state, because the state actually doesn't exist. But by that time they took me down to the county. They still haven't ran my name or anything. They don't know my ex-ref or anything. I get down to the county as they booking me in. All the printers start working. You know what I'm saying? They call the dispatcher. They cannot find my ex-ref. I've been to jail since my first 12 years old all the way till now, multiple times. Can't find my ex-ref. And January 9th was before I did the do not detain. My ex-ref day was easily able to access, but since I did the did not detain, it took them 6 hours. They couldn't even process me through the jail. And as soon as they processed it, I had to automatically leave. They by the time I got to the county, it was damn near what 1 o'clock, and by the time they processed, it was already 2. My release was exactly at 2. They already told me, but they didn't want to release me without doing my photo and fingerprints because I wasn't cooperating. So they had to do it with force. Everything was against my will, and everything would be on camera and filed in court. We already working on the affidavit or whatnot. But long story short is I'm out for assault and battery on a government official and the rest of the homeland. And when I was in there, all the officers was like they was all like, what the hell's going on? Because it's supposed to be on a federal. And when they said the dispatcher told them, called back and told them what happened, and they doing understate, like they all shocked because that's not protocol. So, you know, this is a situation that could help people out in the future. Something big that's gonna happen, you know, and we just gonna keep in tune. But in the meantime, tap in and get the do not detain because it's working. And at the end of the day, I went to jail, and remember that warrant I was talking about on January 9th, the warrant was also gone. And I didn't go to court. I filed 2 paperwork. I filed 2 exhibits into my court file, and I never actually stepped a foot in the courtroom. And if I had a warrant, if everybody who knows who went to jail or knows someone who went to jail and they missed that court date with a warrant, you're not getting released. And once you get caught, you're not getting released till your first court date. That's just something they do for you won't run again. So I'm out. Right. I got out the same day. My release was in the same hour. So that's what happened, y'all. And once again, they booked me in without my ex-ref. And then about 6 hours later, they actually wrote it in with a pen. And then on my property and my clothing and my release paper, they wrote my name in the lowercase. But actually, when they try to book me for the court, it's in my legal name. I mean, in the trade name, the legal person, which I do business as, and it's copyrighted. So they will be getting a copyrighted fine and what nature of that nature. But just stay tuned. But go ahead, Midwest.
Cool. Yeah, man, that's amazing, bro. So all that bullshit that they pull just because they was in their chest because you knew the law and they didn't understand the law.
Exactly. And one other thing, they didn't run my sovereign ID. They marked it down in my property, but they actually didn't run it. They didn't want to read the U.S. codes, and they actually didn't want to run my reference number from the Federal Trade Commission. Also, they didn't even want to read the letter because I don't know what was going on, but they didn't want to do it.
It was out of their jurisdiction for one. That's why the federal don't want to mess with it because they know from that reference number that you got from the Trade Commission, they know what's going on already. So they don't want no parts of that because they know they're going to have to pay a fine.
That's why they put me under the state instead of federal.
Right. So they let the state deal with the costs.
Exactly. But they don't know that we're coming for them too, just based on how they operated and kidnapped me and operated out of their jurisdiction. You know, yeah.
Right, as terrorists.
Yep. And so we're coming for them also.
So,
and one other thing, y'all, for people who don't know how this jail system really is, man, it's really sick, man. You know, they kept me in a suicide cell away from everybody with no toilet paper, no access to water. I didn't have no access to water until they put me into the release tank. And that was around almost 9 o'clock, about 8:40. And they detained me at 10:30 in the morning. So count how long that was. And with no toilet paper or anything of that nature. And that's how it is. And it's just not for people that ourselves that's trying to live this way. This is people in everyday living. They look how they living. They're talking about there was shit on the walls, hella dirty dust. I didn't sit down I was standing walking for 8 hours in a little cell. So I'm not sitting down with piss and shit or all shit like that. And it just take a stand for someone. It just takes someone, you know, to take a change, make a change, start a movement, you know, get your freedom back. It's all about getting your freedom back. It's all about your rights. You know, I didn't even have access to a phone. That's my rights, and they told me I had to earn it as a privilege. I get in there, I'm trying to make a phone call to my wife, family. They didn't even let me have access to no phone or anything. But my release was already my release been demand. You know.
So now they just don't understand that they just put themselves on the spot to expose them for what's really going on.
Yep. Yep. That's how they treat dead people, y'all. When they got us labeled as things and ward of the courts, they're able to treat us whatever way they want. That's why the system, it is how it is, you know, and the Lord, you know, his people suffers for the lack of knowledge and having no understanding. You know, and
Correct.
in the order to gain at the beginning, you have to fear the Lord to gain knowledge and understanding. So if you don't believe in God, if you don't have no faith, it's going to be hard to have understanding or knowledge, if any. At least spiritually knowledge, because worldly knowledge really ain't nothing.
Right.
Because all this stuff pertains to, you know, all this stuff pertains to, like, you know, this stuff go way back, and it like it goes together, you know.
True.
The law, the real law. Shit.
So we're gonna be coming on here every day from here on out until we get this process complete, bringing nothing but straight facts and bringing it and giving it to the people. And it's on y'all to get y'all pens and pads out and take notes to get an understanding of the situation that's going on. Just think about what he said. Do not detain. I mean, do not touch me. Do not touch me. Do not talk to me. We have nothing to talk about. Because if you want to do business with me, here's a fee schedule, and we can talk.
Yep.
You know.
But in order to do that, you got to put yourself in a position.
We keep telling y'all it's deeper than it counts. It's about getting yourself free, then worrying about the other side, because it all falls in place.
Yep.
And that's why I say join the team, mbteammidwest@gmail.com. Get an understanding. Come holler at Midwest, Shock with the Facts, your team MB, Money Boy, you know, come holler at us. Like, subscribe, you know what to do. Subscribe to this channel. Like this video. Come join the team.
Any questions?
Any question.
We're going to keep it.
The only dumb question is a question is not asked.
Exactly.
So we even take questions over the air because that's how we operate. Because there's nothing to hide. And if you listen to somebody talk about something, and if they can't answer a simple question from somebody that's viewing their channel or watching a video that they're putting up, then to me they're not relevant.
And you can ask any question, even if you feel like another question that doesn't even particularly pertain to this. You know what I'm saying? You can ask any question. You know what I'm saying? Because it's more, like you say, we here to help the people. You know.
Exactly. Because we study and we philosophize and finesse more than one subject.
Yeah.
Because we everyday people just like you guys. So we gotta live. We still gotta live regardless what we do. We still gotta live. So we still gotta come together. We still gotta be people. We still gotta congregate with each other. You see what I'm saying? So it's just knowing how to congregate in the right way. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we do. We teach our people how to congregate in the right way, how to move in the right way. Regardless how many shots being taken at us or how many blows being thrown at us, we're going to keep pushing hand and fist until we get to where we trying to get, not to what nobody trying to doubt us and, oh, we told y'all this, we told y'all. We don't care about that shit. We moving forward to what we got to do for ourselves, because at the end of the day, it's about the individual. Then we come together as a whole, because if that individual is not straight, mind not clear, and not focused, then he's not ready.
You know,
And we don't want nobody getting hurt, because you see, even with the sword, what can happen?
Yep.
Because now somebody then lost their job because they didn't have an understanding of the law. They thought they was doing their job, but they was really, you know what I'm saying, doing something that they had in business. So now they're gonna have to rewrite the whole script on how they do their job when they run into somebody like Team MB, the family, because we all strapped and sworded up.
Yeah. And then one other thing, y'all, it's like, you know, going through this, what happened gives me a better understanding, and having other people to talk to, you know, after the situation. What I did, I walked into the lion's den. You get what I'm saying? They're not there for us. They're there against us. You know, we're speaking up, and we're looked at and we're hated because what we're due is backed by who? You know, God, man. You know, it's backed by God, and they're working for the other side. You know, and you can ask any officer, you can ask anybody who took an oath, and you can ask them, did you take an oath to protect the Constitution? And you know, and they're gonna say yes. And you could and they're everything that they're doing according to the books and codes that they go to school to teach, to be reprogrammed, is against the oath that they take.
Go ahead, Shot.
And the point of the matter is instead of going through to the lion's den, you only want to go there when it's very important, which this matter was. But I've learned after the situation, I should have waited after 2 more steps. Get what I'm saying? I didn't go there with all my keys, with all my jewels, because I didn't have no understanding at that moment. See, but I gained some understanding by going through a trial and tribulations, and then I looked at it and observed outside the box. See, and talk to a few other people that you know, that has some little knowledge. But long story short, you could deal with them at arm's length, you know, and you could do that through the mail too, and then you walk up in there, you know. So it's good though. And one other thing, you're gonna need something when you go in there, but that's for another time. You're gonna need 2 things in there. Yeah. And that's gonna be for another video for another time. So y'all stay tuned. And like I say, I won't tell nobody something that I won't do or I haven't did. You get what I'm saying? So if I'm saying it, just know I did it, I tried it, or I will do it. Simple as that. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm for it or this or that. I'm 100%, especially if I say I fuck with you. You feel me? That's how you're supposed to move. And as a family, that's how you're supposed to move, no matter what. It's, you know, all we got is our word. And then if you say it, your actions got to speak. Actions got to speak. Because if not, then you have to make more lies. And that's just how stuff works. We got to stick together and we got to move, because it's good. We gotta learn the process to keep this from happening. And once we go through this court process, they're gonna like Wes saying, it's gonna be in the books. They might want to settle it before the courts to keep it solid with y'all. They gonna try to settle it. I think so, but we gonna push.
Yeah. I think they're gonna try to settle because they don't want the people to know that this is the reason why this happened.
Yeah.
You know?
And to show how much power we have. They want to keep
Like
it.
you said, walking into the lion's den by yourself, you know, shit, man, that says a lot right there about your character. So can nobody second guess that or question that at all. So if you come with something, they gotta know you coming from the chest with it. Since I met you, all you came with was the facts. I guess they don't call you shocked with the facts for nothing because ever since I met you, that's all you've been coming with.
Yeah. And no one's perfect. And if I did say something, if I did, and you know, because I'm open, and no one's perfect. So if I did say something wrong in the future, in the meantime, you know, I'm man enough to be like, oh, I was wrong, because a wise man would be like, I'm wrong, and then gain the knowledge and then be corrected. And now you corrected it and you turned it to a fact. So it's always good. So don't be so we always gotta teach each other, y'all. Always gotta teach each other. So if y'all hear any wrong information from anyone, not just me, anyone, you gotta be man enough and woman enough to be able to correct that person, no matter how the other person feel, other individual. We gotta stop using person. However the other man or woman feels, that's on them. Y'all got to keep it 100 with yourselves first. If they have a problem with it on the other side, then they're the one that has to be corrected. All right. And if you really love the other person, then you would correct them because you wouldn't want them to continue down the wrong road towards destruction, no matter how they feel. At least tell them the truth out there and however they deal with it, that's on them. But you did your job. Straight up.
Right. That's facts.
Facts.
Man, it's a good day, y'all. Like that track, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Especially when you got an understanding of it now. You see how it works. You know how you got to operate. You know, be humble. You know, stay honorable. You know, be a man. Like, you just got to stand up. Just like he said, you got to stand up and hold. You know, you got to. Some people say square. Some people say star. You got to stand on it. And if we family, we got to roll. Something happen, we got to roll with the family. We got to go. We got to make sure family okay. We got to go. We got to go make sure family good. Real talk. Clove, you got something you want to put on the end of this?
Always remember, you're not in this alone. So when you stand up and stand in that room, you got to stand on your own. So you got to be a man. You got to be able to do that on your own.
Yep. That's how we roll. We stand together hand in fist, but when we have to go to these appointments and these meetings, we stand alone. So we got to stand on that square, that star, that whatever it is you standing and you holding, that you claim your foundation and you standing on it and you holding it down, you got to stand on that foundation 150%. Because 20, they still busting at you at 20, but you got to, you add 30 to that. And you solid, hand and fist. Team MB, that's how we do it. Regardless of what seems like it might not be, we solid, hand and fist. Because we got an understanding of the situation. And we know when it's time to come together, we got to come together as men. Not as egos, not as pride, but men and women. And that's why we rise. That's why we stand. That's why we hold our own. Hand and fist. I've been saying this since day one, hand and fist. It was over 80, 86 of us. Went down to 62. Now it's down to 20 something. But guess what? We still hand and fist. Because this how God wanted it. Because he ain't gonna put nothing on us that we can't bear. So we gotta handle what he give us so we can bear whatever, because I'm ready. And I'm willing for my team. It's my daughter's birthday, and I was up all night banging on the beast. I was up all day banging on the beast. Because I know I owe this to my family. I owe this to my team. So therefore I gotta put certain stuff aside and handle that business and make it do what it do. We all as one. Team MB. We ride. We laugh, we cry, we up, we down, we back, we forth, but we right here at the end of the day. So don't forget that. And that's how family is. At the end of the day, family always come around. Real talk. I'm good. You brothers good?
I'm
I'm
good.
good, brother.
I'm good.
All right, y'all like, share, subscribe. Y'all know what to do. Get them backdrops, hoodies, t-shirts, whatever you need. mbteammidwest@gmail.com. Or I think he got moneyboyfilms@gmail.com. You know, whoever you hit, you making the right choice. So once again,
he hit shockwiththefacts@gmail.com also. Shockwiththefacts@gmail.com.
exactly. So y'all already know what it is. If you want the facts, you know what to do. Team MB on the rise. Do not detain. And we haven't forgot about the account. So don't you forget.